demonstrate them, and then we'll do some open mat. So I'm just going to kind of show the stuff, and then we're going to, you know, open up things so you guys can roll a bit with some people from other schools. So it'd be nice to roll with each other. Let me use Jesus. So real quick, let's go half guard. I'm going to show the on bottom half guard. Same knee bar can be applied, and then I'm going to show some other stuff in there. So we're here. What I like to do, if I want to get a knee bar, I usually do this when guys are giving me a real hard time in this half guard, trying to get up and sweep them. They keep pushing me down, and I'm flat. I like the lockdown a lot, so I always bring my leg over here, and I'm going to dig in deep, and I'm going to use my knees, bring him to my chest. I'm trying to throw him above me, but don't fall. Don't just let me throw it. So I go here, and look, it got me really low on his hips, and I'll hug his legs, and I slide my ankles down to this great spot right there, right? That spot. And I'm going to hip up into that, and I can get a knee bar. Okay? So one more time for that. It's a regular half guard. I don't really consider this deep half guard, but I've heard it called deep half guard. Well, all I'm doing is I'm taking my hands, I'm throwing them up, and my knees, pushing them up with my knees. So I get here, and I hug right there. I let my ankle slide right down to his ankle, and I hip up into that and get a quick tap there. Now, from here, I like to go lockdown normally, and I can do all the same sweeps from lockdown, but we're talking foot locks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push them up the same way this time, and this time I'm going to get a calf crush. So I'm coming in here, and I throw them up the same way as before, and then my hands quickly shoot to here. Okay. Now I'm going to triangle it so it doesn't slip. I'm going to push my shin outward as I pull. Hold up high on the toe, and I push out. Okay. We're getting that knee decompression calf slice combination. So we lock down. Lockdown is outside foot over, this triangle your feet, and then dip this one under. Okay. To throw them up, I want to go underneath either the shin or the thigh, and I get an underhook. All right. Now I'm going to roll to my back. I'm going to knee upward and curl upward. Then my hands shoot down because he's going to settle back here. Get that toe, and then I shin out and pull towards me. Okay. And then one other in a similar type of lock from top half guard. I've seen this called many things. Samurai roll is the one I tend to call it. So we're here. One thing to keep in mind with half guard is he can always replace full guard, right? So if I don't squeeze that leg, he could replace. So not only does he have half guard on me, but I got to keep half guard on him. Now, a good half guard, we want him flat. So we're going to start pushing him flat, and I need space, so I'm going to push his biceps out of the way. Now this hand I'm going to use to roll. So I hold the bicep with this hand, and I'm going to roll under myself, rolling over. I'm going to hip out a little. Now here we could get his back, but again, we want this calf crush. So I reach up, triangle my legs, or push my own foot, holding the toe, and I can calf lock. Okay. So that one looks like this. Flat. I like to push the hands up, just to give myself space and time to roll. Triangle my legs, rolling underneath. Don't let them all the way. And then I'm looking for that right there. Triangle. I can attack. We can get this. One thing you got to worry about here is if I like to pull it with one hand, because if I reach with two, there's an arm bar there for him. Reach up, grab that. Yeah, he could arm bar me. So I like to hide this one and try to get it with just one hand. Okay. One more time. There's a lot of variations in this too. So I always triangle because I want to make sure his hips come over with me. I just hold the back. Boom. Okay, this is the truck. So we can get this from the truck, if you're familiar with that. Right here, some people go here. We're just looking for that. Okay, put on the foot. It's a lot of pressure right there. Okay. So that's that for that set. Okay. And then the next one. So the next one is Indian Deathlock. When they do the lockdown on you. Right, so he does lockdown. So I'm going to still push him up, same way that I did on the last move on the samurai roll, right? I'm going to start to back up my weight, but really what I'm making sure is I dig my toes in the mat. I'm going to push his rib, and then I'm going to start pushing myself up onto my toe. I'm gonna take a quick step here, but I don't wanna leave it there too long. So I step there and push back. See how they move? Now I start push, push, push till I'm here. Now with my shin straight, I could extend it a little, but really what's gonna happen is that I push the knees down. Okay. So
I'm gonna do it from this angle.
yeah. He goes lockdown, right? Don't spend too much time up here. We're always covering him. He might be stretching my leg out, right? So it's not always gonna be easy to get. And start holding these biceps, start pushing back, loading up where I'm stronger, right? Ribs, step up and push. Right, right here, now his own weight is holding him in. It's a little bit easier. I take my time and push, okay? Another spot I like to get that is this reverse half, right? So we spent some time in this position today.